everybody? So we have my trailer here. Right now it'd be really useful if I had a trailer with sideboards on it. So that is going to be today's project. It's probably going to turn into tomorrow's project too, because it is 5 o'clock. I've been kind of tied up with other things today. I don't have any channel to make steak pockets, and it's Saturday, so I'm not getting any. But I do have right here some 2x2 angle, so we'll make our own channel, I guess. And I think these lovely plastic fenders are going to go. They were kind of last minute thought of, oh shit, I need fenders. I'd like to make something out of steel, but I don't have materials, so we're probably just going to make them out of wood. Our trusty chop saw. It just so happens that our trailer jack makes a nice prop. So we need to make 8 steak pockets. We'll need 16 pieces in total to do that. The frame is just about 4 inches, so we're probably going to make them at 4 inches. Let's find a spot for you guys. So now we have sharp edges on the ends where we cut, so we're going to take and clean them up with the grinder. Gloves, of course. I don't know where my welding gloves are at the moment. My measuring skills aren't always the greatest, but for what we're building here today, that's perfectly fine. So the next step is we gotta, I didn't clean them up 100% either, because at this point it's not necessary. I should have cleaned the little corners up, because we've got a sizable gap there. But you get the idea. I think that's how it's going to go. But I think I'm using 2x3. It won't matter if it's got side to side in it. I don't think. The other option is to overlap them to fit 2x3 better, but I don't think that's going to be needed. So we got to get set up to weld. It shouldn't take too long. I've already got the leads somewhere nearby here. So today we have some power weld from good old Princess Auto. 6013, 330 seconds. We're running a Lincoln AC machine. Let's load some of these together. This is just a little metal dolly cart that is going to be our welding bench today. Hopefully it's clean enough that we don't have to ground directly to the piece. Take two of them. I'm going to have to clean them fully. Didn't bring a chipping hammer though. Only one we needed. So we got little boogers on the back side, but that's no big deal for this. We're also probably shaped slightly W-like. No, not really. This is kind of hot. I don't know what the dog's barking at. I think the welder's set a little too high because as I was welding, I was thinking the last thing I did was the tire mounting attachment thingy. And that was 1/2-inch plate I was welding, so I probably got this turned up a little too much. So we're going to go turn it down. We were running at 90 amps, we're down to 75 now. And we got us a chipping hammer. I don't know if the GoPro's picking up the noise or not. You can hear things going tink, 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 tink. That, whatever. We'll hit that with the wire wheel later once it's all on there. So the plan is there's probably going to be a pocket right here behind the light, I'm thinking. Another one here right in front of the tire. And we're going to pull these chains off because they're kind of a pain to use. And put another one over that. Same on the other side. And come in a couple inches either side for the front. The rear, well, we get the gate, it doesn't need it. I am going to pick up another piece of expanded metal and close it in. When I built this, it was intended to be used to haul my side-by-side, but it's been used for a lot more. And that gap's a pain in the ass, so it's got to go. That's trash. Quite a little rub mark in it from the tire, and I think that's the better one. These pockets aren't getting measured in place or anything like that, because I'm pretty sure the middle will be somewhere in this opening, so each panel is going to be for its own side. So it doesn't matter if I lay them out right or not. It'll all be kind of built in place. It's just kind of a little side note. I cut these trees off last summer or fall, and there's sap running up through them because it hasn't rained in a couple of days. That's kind of cool. I gotta find a spot to put the camera. For the record, my stick building skills suck, so I can kind of do it on a flat. This isn't flat. Let's see what happens. Probably not the first or last fire we're going to set. day. I ain't screwing around with a wire wheel though. That's not horrible for my skills. That's more like my skills. I think we'll be alright though. So I don't see much point in recording the other 7 going on, so we'll get that done and see how many more fires we can light here. And we'll check back then. We'll get all 8 of our pockets welded on. Thinking that'll be enough. So initially, my thought was I'd be able to... Let's grab a scrap here. Put a board like that. But that's like that. That hits our tire. So we're going to have to build our fenders up and notch our side planking out, which is not a big deal, but I wasn't planning that. So next step is going to be some fenders. Alright, we're back. We got all of our welding stuff put away. We've got some 2x3 reclaimed wood. It's all the rage these days. Some reclaimed screws. And we're going to start building us some fenders. Also have our scrap wood bin. Keep filling it up, but it keeps disappearing. Damn near perfect. That'll kind of give us a a ramp, so when I run into it with side by side, it's not going to be a blunt hit. I think that'll work pretty good. So I thought I just made a little bit of video, but turns out I was snapping pictures because I'm a friggin' idiot. So this is what our fender's going to look like, essentially, with some plywood on the top. That should give us plenty of clearance. Two boards might have, or two 2x might have done it, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And we're going to get a little more sophisticated here too. We're going to go from my favorite mount, this is just a cheapie on Amazon, to a tripod. Okay. Now we need some plywood. We have some plywood. We also have some stuff. And that end's been cut. Oh. My dog's probably barking at her own shadow. Why does that not look right? 31. 31. That's right. Tape measure laid on its back makes a great straight edge. Just like that. Doesn't work so well when you try to screw into a screw. I think that'll work out. Pretty sure. We're going to find out, but not today because it's almost dark. And the mosquitoes are coming out. So I think we're going to pack up for the night because it's starting to get dark. We'll build the other one and slap some paint on them tomorrow, along with our sideboards. Alright, we're back. It's the next day. We've got the other fender done. I didn't bother recording that. Now we're going to start on our sides. So we've got our stakes cut. And just a piece of 2x3. The camera probably doesn't pick it up. I've got a line on them all here. What we're going to do is set it down in the pocket and line that line up with the top of the deck, or close to it. Let's reverse. We're just going to start a screw in there. That'll come out later, once the boards are on, but that'll hold us at our right height. Close enough. They're only temporary anyways. Someone hold it. We need a second person to make the job easier, but we don't have that today. So we have clamps. Start screwing some stuff together here. We're just using some Kreg pocket hole screws because I have a huge box of these and they're really good for not splitting the wood. Just like that. The bottom board is only attached up here, so it can swing freely. We're going to go like that. I think we're going to go like that to make the hole smaller by a little bit. And the pencil's over there. We'll put a mark there, and we'll cut that a little short. Put that right there. We'll take the screws out that we put into our stakes earlier. That's the wrong direction. Just like that. Some bolts there. Now if we're going to take this off, we just grab a hold. Don't know if it'll be so easy. Oh yeah, like butter. Cool. You actually put a little gap there. That's not a problem though. Alright. On to the second side. Alright, we got all of our sideboards on. We made the front wider than the side, and we screwed a 2x3 on there to help keep the sides from bowing out. I probably should do something to stop that, but I don't really know what. It's all fairly easy to take off and back on, or should be. I haven't actually done it yet. So we're going to do that right now. The next thing is to paint the valves and the fenders. thinking front first. Easy peasy. Yeah, it's just like that. We'll put some tools away, bring out the paint, get our new metal and our fenders painted up. We'll leave the sideboards the way they are. We'll go from there. Well, we're all painted up. They're as painted as it's going to get, at least. My fingers are sticking in the camera. We touched up a couple of spots back here. Let this dry and we can put our sideboards on and put her to use. I think that's going to be all. You've already seen it with the sideboards on there, so see you next time.